her how I did it, yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast, can I kick it? Even with a sprain, pain, can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain, can I kick it? Things ain't been the same, things have changed, can I kick it? People acting different, so I ask, can I?
On a wonderful fall afternoon in the state of Texas, the roof is open, and we've got football from NRG Stadium in Houston. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Houston Texans. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. Fielded near the back of the end zone, and they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. The kind of tackling they want to see all game as he'll lose yardage to start things out. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 24-yard line.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They'll set up to throw. And here is a leaping catch. He pulled it in.
The pass.
That's a good-looking play to me. The big tight end on a crossing route coming underneath. Sometimes he can gain some serious momentum going forward, can he?
Yeah, he can indeed, and pretty well executed there. An early test for this defense. Here we go on 3rd and inches. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and it'll give him a fresh set of downs.
First down, Jacksonville.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw.
They're trying to find Chark, but it's intercepted.
Picked off around the 41. And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD. Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
Fairbairn good with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game.
Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away.
Fielded near the back of the end zone.
Now a hit and a loose football. And the Texans scoop it.
As that ball got away from him and he saw the opposing team recover it.
You felt his pain?
Oh, I felt his pain, and you know what was going through his head. Tuck it away. Take care of the ball. All the things he hears all week in practice, he didn't carry it over into the game.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Play clock down to 3, and we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
From the gun, here's Watson. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Watson off play action. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. On 3rd down, Anthony, and he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with a new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now, everyone's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage. The best defenses just say, okay, new set of downs gives us another chance to make a play ourselves and maybe change things up.
Mess around and put that thing over your brain.
Watch the run. Good shot, baby. That's a big shot. 44 is the mic. 44 is the mic. Check. You can't block me.
Back to throw, Watson. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Noah Fant, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Texans will extend their lead.
Fairbairn lining up for
Early on, they have all facets of the game working in tandem.
Yeah, you get the defensive touchdown early, give you the first score, and then your offense piggybacks on top of that and gets their own. And any coach we've ever talked to, we've had that conversation with them prior to the game, they always say, if we can score on defense or special teams, that gives us like a 95% chance of winning the game. I don't know if that number's correct, but it certainly does tend to play out that way, doesn't it?
It does. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback.
25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. The gun. They'll look to throw.
And he'll let this one go deep for Chark.
And that one falls incomplete. A 50-50 ball. A little dangerous. Could have been picked. Now it's 3rd down.
The scoreboard tells a story for him, a little bit bleak. And while it's not quite desperation time yet, it's definitely getting close. But the defense reads the scoreboard as well. They're going to back up and make them really earn it.
And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things, get back to what works.
It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They've got things going their way early. 14-0 lead and the football. 1st and 10. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. He was looking that time for Dante Pettis. That'll bring up second down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10.
Check, 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 check.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. He's got daylight. Touchdown, Houston. A great play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Texans will add on to their lead. Boy, these guys are off to the races, Charles. 20-0 already, extra point pending.
Yeah, you always hear that term. They just boat race someone. Heck, it's car race, motorcycle race, plane race, whatever you want. Right now, they are sprinting past them.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback.
25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
And he'll let this one go deep for Chark.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Let's see what you got. Hey, check Mike 47. Check Mike 47. Here we go. He's checking leg. He's checking. Crash, crash.
Quick throw completed by Watson. That catch good for only a couple.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
2nd and 8.
Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Let's get in there.
Out of the gun, Watson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Douglas. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. And they'll try the jet sweep here. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And the Jags grab it. He's at the 50, 30, the 20, 10. And he brings this one back. A fumble return for a Jacksonville score.
Now's the time. Don't give him nothing.
And that's a linebacker showing he can move pretty good with a football in his hand.
That's not just a short shuttle now. He took it and went a pretty good distance, didn't he? Did you get the 40 time on that?
I didn't, but he got 6 points out of it. I know that, and a great play for that defensive unit. Following the fumble recovery, Watson firing quickly here, and that's complete. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Throwing on third down, Watson. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that will be incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
The kick by Fairbairn is good. And that stretches this lead even further. It's now 24-0. So they recovered the fumble, but ultimately could not take advantage of the short field.
Definitely a lost opportunity right there. I mean, they were in prime position to put 6 on the board. Ended up settling for 3.
Fairbairn now, following the made field goal, he'll send this one away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback.
25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are.
And here's another interception, the third of this first quarter. Picked up by Justin Reed. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Will Dissly, the intended receiver, but it'll be second down.
Well, defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32.
44's the mark. 44's mark. Check.
And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
From the gun on third, Watson. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
A 43-yard attempt.
Fairbairn able to put this one through. And the lead increases even further. It's 27-0 now. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces them to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you've got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They've got to be absolutely reeling right now. Couldn't have expected to be down this big, this early. But that's the spot they're in as they come up to try again here. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
It's now
They kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Now a throw for the left sideline, and he's got it. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 27 yards there, a first down.
and a Jaguar first down.
An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports.
27. Jaguars nothing.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They run the option here on 1st and 10. On the RPO, that's complete right side. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
I may be an analyst, but I'm also a fan. I love it when people take the big shots downfield, but he was under a lot of duress. And I think that forced the incompletion downfield. Didn't have a real good chance to find his target.
Complete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They'll look to throw again. The open man is Shark. It's complete. And he is going to have a Jags first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try and wait until the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here.
Mike 51. Oh, here we go. Oh. Mike 51. Mike 51. Who that? Who that?
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 11. And the return will stop right around the 25. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
A nice-looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a 1st down. A shotgun snap for Watson. Throw left side complete. It's Douglas. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49.
Out of bounds.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Operating from the gun, Watson. Pass complete to his receiver, Pettis. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4. The Texans on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Watson looks to throw again. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. It's C.J. Henderson picking it off. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he's taken down inside the 30. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Second and 11. Off to Geis on the screen. It'll be a pickup of 8 on the screen, and it sets up a 3rd down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Blanketed coverage by Houston. Makes it 4th down.
I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
Well, that's something of a pick-me-up. The offense certainly has struggled, but they do get the field goal before half to put 3 on the board.
Yeah, you don't want to be shut out, but let's face it, those 3 points, that's not going to solve all their problems either.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
That's their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. On 1st down, Anthony. He finds an opening past the 40, and he works free. And now nothing but green ahead of him. And he's all the way down to the 13-yard line. A huge play there for Houston. 62 yards on the ground. field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone.
Come on.
From the gun, Watson to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give.
And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Up 3rd down and 9.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Watson now on 3rd down. This will be caught at about the 6.
And the Texans are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Oh, how about this call down near the goal line? And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Texans add on.
Well, we've talked about it before. You know, this jet sweep, something a lot of teams like to run nowadays, and this one winds up in the end zone.
And it is all about creating different ways to get the ball in the hands of your playmakers. And wasn't it interesting that prior to this game, the head coach told us, I saw this sitting at my chair watching a Tuesday night college game and decided to implement it myself.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
10 at their own 27-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's
rush coming, and he's taken down. Ross Blacklock, the defensive tackle, getting in there for a loss of 5.
What a nice read and play by the defensive tackle. Never bought the play-action fake. Went right for the quarterback and put him on the ground.
2nd and 15. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Curtis. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. The open man is Westbrook. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. He's going to wind up and air it out. Got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Laviska Shenault, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Jaguars make some inroads here on that deficit. And the lead is down to 24.
Makes the score Texans 34, Jaguars 10.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded near the back of the end zone, and it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
25-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Under 10, 10.
Here's Watson. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Douglas. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
4.
Operating from the gun, Watson. Douglas with a grab over the middle. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They had a big first half. Now they have a chance to add to that lead here in the opening possession of the second half.
And everyone always asks about halftime adjustments, kind of the key phrase. What did you do at halftime? Well, the way they ran offense in the first half, I think they were very calm, congratulatory, but also what they were saying is don't expect them to be the same on defense. They'll be the ones making the adjustments. Let's see what they do, and we'll attack accordingly.
And we'll see how they attack here. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
On 3rd down, Anthony. And he will not get there as they stop him short right around the 34-yard line. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Jaguars go on offense 1st down and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And, Charles, they trail by 3 scores. Look, they're not completely out of this, but it's sort of go time right now.
Yeah, and they knew that coming out after halftime, it was going to take a collective effort to get back into this ball game. The defense got the stop for them, so maybe that can get things started. Now the offense has to pick their game up as well. And if they can put a score on the board, hey, they could get back in it in a hurry.
opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over him.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
And he will have a Jaguars first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a first down. Now a give, right side. Hooker. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get him. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. 12 more yards there and another first down. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
Now a play fake here on first down. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's second down.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Second and goal from inside the 5. Now this time he'll look to throw. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars get a score closer. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Taken about 7 yards deep, and we will not see a return to start the half, as this will be a touchback.
25-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Now a first down throw. Watson gets this one to Juszczyk. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. And despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. Second down.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
Watson on third down. Looking to complete it to Pettis, and he's got him. And he is going to have a Texans first down. It won't be by much. He needed 3, and he got 3, barely. But the mark shows first down. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Now it's Watson. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. And the Texans are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. A solid pickup of 13 sets them up 1st and goal. To throw is Watson. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. From 4 yards out. And the Texans push further out in front. And all about timing there on that short slant, Charles.
Exactly right. That was timed up so well. The route, the throw, touchdown.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And they open the lead up now to 25. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is, just what you said, you've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And that is incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10. They're going to try and throw. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But it looked like a Jaguar was able to cover this thing, and so Jacksonville will keep control.
Fumble on the play. Recovered by the offense.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
The Jaguars on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be third and forever. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Gary and Conley. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth-quarter lead. Oh, an absolutely filthy juke. He's got some space now. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That good for 22 and a first down. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
2nd and 1.
They'll keep it on the ground. Goodwin, and he gets it down to the 32. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. And again this time to the tailback. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Let's go, tackle, let's go. We got this, we got this. Shoot.
They'll keep it on the ground. Anthony. Now they can't bring him down. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 11 yards there. First down. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll try the left side. It's Goodwin. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
Yard on the play.
Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Boy, an effective play there, getting their wideouts involved in the run game.
And what they're always hoping on that type of a play, that they can get to the end of the line and have a chance to turn it upfield as he did there. That means they controlled the blocking and took care of the defensive end or the outside linebacker to give him that lane.
And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Texans continue to pour it on. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
The score, Texans 48, Jaguars.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback.
25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter. And this will be a Jaguars first down as the tackle made here at the 36. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
And a Jaguar first down.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And this one into the hands of DJ Shark. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 11 yards there, just like last play.
How about a guy proving his worth in different ways? Had the big play in the run game the play before. This time, they go right back to him in the passing game, and he comes through with yet another big play. That's why you work out so hard in the offseason, so you can stay on the field and accumulate big plays.
The pass.
It's a gain of 7, and it'll be a second down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 28, and his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot and pick it off the pass.
They'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
33, the ball carrier. Brought down at the 30-yard line. 2 yards on
just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead, positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Now the Jags with 5 in the secondary now on 3rd down. They'll keep it on the ground. Good one. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
I'll bet they thought they had picked that one up because it was a 3rd and 2 call, and they got awfully close. Now we're at 4th and inches. I wonder if they think they're feeling lucky here and maybe want to go pick it up.
Taking it about the 16. Found good room to run there. Returns it 14 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one. And he'll be pulled down as a penalty flag will rein in as well, and that would appear to be a face mask. So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they'll march off another 15 against your squad.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Check 3, check 3.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. The improv act there, good for 9, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd and short, 3rd and 1. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. And the Texans have an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down.
The open man is Shark. It's complete. And he is going to have a Jags first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Under pressure, and he'll go down back at the 26-yard line.
The quarterback sack. A loss of 9 yards.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And this is going to be caught. So it affects the final score, not the outcome, but it is a late touchdown here on the game's final play. Doesn't affect the outcome, but, hey, nice job there to put it in the end zone for the final play.
Could it affect other things? Sometimes these types of scores are ones that we don't consider big at the time. Then later on we find out maybe that was a tiebreaker.
Yeah.
Or, of course, in the fantasy football world, these points mean a lot.